So in 2021, we'll no longer be going to Vietnam, but we will be racing in Saudi Arabia. Last week, Formula One signed a long-term partnership, rumoured to be 10 years, with Saudi Automobile and Motorcycle Federation. The final layout has yet to be confirmed, but the track will be situated on the Corniche, a 30-kilometre coastal resort area in the city of Jeddah. However, it's fair to say the announcement didn't go down well with a lot of fans in the West. In this video, we're going to be exploring why Formula One agreed to a Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and the reasons the Arab Kingdom would want to host one. While there are crossovers between the two, for the first part of the video, we're going to focus on why Formula One would want to add Saudi Arabia to the calendar. A growing market. Over the past 20 years, Formula One has grown its Middle Eastern and Arab audience by considerable amounts. The first permanent Formula One fixture in the Middle East came in 2004 at Bahrain's International Circuit, where 15 Grand Prix have been held. And in 2009, Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi became the second Middle East Formula One track on the calendar, cementing the region's dominance in the sport. Last March, NBC, the Middle East's largest media company, acquired exclusive rights to air all of the races after signing a 5-year deal with the sport. This saw audience figures in the Middle East rise dramatically in 2019 by 239.6%, with the number of viewers standing at 17.6 million. With an ever-expanding market, it would make financial sense for Formula One to add Saudi Arabia to the calendar in order to increase broadcast sales and bring new advertisers and sponsors in the region to the sport. Saudi Arabia's pre-existing ties with motorsport. Motorsport in Saudi Arabia isn't a new thing. It previously held the Ad Diriyah E-Prix in 2018 and 2019, and was due to visit Riyadh Street Circuit in 2020, prior to coronavirus restrictions. Saudi Arabia is also set to host the first stage of Extreme E in 2021, the new off-road championship in which Lewis Hamilton is a team owner. Formula One also has a long-term partnership with Saudi Aramco, the world's leading integrated energy and chemicals company. The deal, settled in March 2020, included trackside branding for the Saudi Arabian Petroleum and Natural Gas Company at most races and title rights at 3 Grand Prix in 2020. It's likely they'll want these rights at their home GP. Host money. According to Raconta, the average F1 race hosting fee is around $30 to $40 million. However, each track is subjected to a flat fee escalator, which is a fixed percentage of up to 5 to 10% each year. This means Formula One accelerate charges every year through the duration of the contract. Not bad considering Saudi Arabia has signed up for 10 years. Why would Saudi Arabia want to host a Formula One Grand Prix? As previously mentioned, hosting an F1 Grand Prix costs a lot, but so does staging a race. In 2016, the annual operating cost of an F1 street race was in the region of around $57.5 million. Ticket sales are really the only way for host governments to make money, as broadcast, advertising and hospitality goes to Formula One. As seen by the broadcast numbers, Saudi Arabia does have a large and growing Formula One audience, but there could be another reason the kingdom is so interested in hosting a Grand Prix. Global image. Firstly, Saudi Arabia has one of the top 20 economies in the world, and has the largest economy in the Arab world and the Middle East. So money isn't really an issue, and making a profit, while it would be a nice bonus, doesn't appear to be the main incentive. According to the kingdom, the country is going through a transformative period, otherwise known as their Vision 2030 programme. Saudi Vision 2030 is a framework to reduce Saudi Arabia's dependence on oil, diversify its economy, and develop public service sectors including tourism. In 2018, the likes of David Guetta, One Republic, the Black Eyed Peas, Enrique Iglesias, and Jason Derulo performed at the Ad Diriyah E-Prix to crowds of 40,000. The scenes of happy concert-goers offered an alternative viewpoint of the country to the world. It's also important to note how big the F1 audience truly is. The global TV cumulative audience for F1 stood at 1.922 billion in 2019. This has helped countries such as Abu Dhabi and Singapore elevate their global standings. Saudi Arabia likely has similar ambitions. Reaction. As many of you will have seen, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix announcement didn't sit well with fans in the West. Many pointed to Saudi Arabia's poor human rights record. Incidents include the failure to provide full accountability for the murder of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi in October 2018, and their treatment of activists, protesters, and the LGBT community. Strides have been made in terms of women's rights, as females can now travel abroad without a male guardian's permission, but women's rights activists still remain detained, on trial, or silenced for their activism. And through 2019, the Saudi-led coalition continued a military campaign against the Houthi rebel group in Yemen that has included scores of unlawful airstrikes that have killed and wounded thousands of civilians. Amnesty International, a non-governmental organisation focused on human rights, has spoken out strongly against the partnership between Saudi Arabia and F1. Head of campaigns Felix Jakens said, "The Saudi authorities apparently still see elite-level sport as a means of rebranding their severely tarnished reputation." In the lead-up to the race in Jeddah, we would urge all Formula One drivers, owners and teams to consider speaking out about the human rights situation in the country. If it goes ahead, at the very least, Formula One should insist that all contracts contain stringent labour standards across all supply chains, and that all race events are open to everyone without discrimination. In response, Sports Minister His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki Al Fazl told the BBC, "Saudi Arabia was criticised for being closed off to the world, and now we've opened up, we're criticised for sports washing. For many Saudis, this will be a dream come true. It's a very special moment. We can showcase to the world what we're capable of. If we can use sport to get people together and they understand Saudi Arabia, then why not? This is the biggest issue we had in the past, and now people are coming and understanding the culture. We have to make sure we abide with international regulations and rules, that we reflect positively towards all of this." I'd really intrigued to know your thoughts on Saudi Arabia's new partnership with F1. I think it caused an interesting debate as to whether politics and sports should ever mix. Do they belong together? Should they be separate? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content in the future. Thank you for watching. Until next time.